Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Come on in, come on in. We got some cool things in store today. Super excited about it. Let's see if I know how to work live. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. What's up, y'all? Let's see. Come on in, y'all. We are waiting for our guests to get here. If I see you. Hey, y'all. Okay, we're waiting. How y'all feeling today? Y'all feeling okay? Okay, let me see if my guest is here. I'm looking. I'm looking. I don't know why they put this filter on my face. Okay, there we go. I'm looking. All right, hopefully he can request and I will accept him. I hope y'all are having a great day so far. First and foremost, I just want to welcome you all to Cocoa Butter Conversations. I will be your official host for this platform. I am Khadijah Corey, the PG Princess. We're waiting for our guests to arrive so we can go ahead and get the conversation started. It's going to be great conversations in this series, just with different entrepreneurs, creatives, just to really talk about things we can do to enhance our community. So if you're in the DMV area, what's up? Don't forget, we'll be coming to Philly. I hope y'all got y'all tickets. If you don't, the link is in the bio. Please get your tickets. We want to connect with everybody. We want to make an impact. We want to network. We want to grow. Like, it's going to be a good thing in store. So I hope you all are ready and looking forward to it. Okay. Drop in the comments where y'all from, where y'all viewing at. I need to know who's in the building, who's in the room. Where y'all from? Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, our guest is about to show up soon. I cannot wait. In the meantime, don't forget to follow all streaming platforms. Again, my name is Khadijah Corey, the PG Princess, hostess with the mostest, your favorite host. So please make sure you are connecting with me for any future events. We are coming to Philly, so please be ready to network and connect with other people. Okay. We're in the district. Excited. Yes. Melanin Call was lit. If you was not there last year, I hope y'all are planning to come this year. I was the official host. If you want to check out the recap of the event, go on my YouTube channel. I have the whole event there. It was so lit. Yes. Melanin Con was a vibe. The gala was a vibe. Don't miss it, y'all. Please. Stay up to date. Subscribe. Join in. Let's go. I think our guest has entered the building. We can't wait. Okay. All right, all right. Hello.
Khadija, how you doing?
I'm well and yourself. Please tell me how to pronounce your name.
Senzwa.
Zenzwa. Did I say it right?
Senzwa, yeah. Senzwa.
Zenzwa. Awesome. That is a beautiful name. Well, first and foremost, welcome to Cocoa Butter Conversations. I am super excited to have you here. We have a few people tuned in with us and online and ready to rock and hear all of the good gems and tips and things that you're going to drop for us. So, again, my name is Khadijah Corey. I am the official host for Melanin Con Cocoa Butter Conversations. And we have our special guest today, Zenzwa. And he's just going to be giving us all the tips, the tricks, the gems, anything you got for us, we let him know. Give us the tea. Give it all to us. So just tell us a little bit about yourself for a quick second and where you're from and the things that you're doing.
Sure. So hi everybody. My name is Senzwa Chepe. I am from Philly. Um, born in New York, raised in Philly, but then went to undergrad out in DC. So I went to GW. I was out there for a while and then came back to Philly. My background is in a litany of things, everything from DEI to tech, community building, all those great things. So, but it ended up being right at the Connect. And I think the Connect is a nice culmination of everything I've done my entire life. And we'll talk more about that, as we continue. But yeah, just happy to be here. And I really like how you call this cocoa butter conversation, because there's nothing like having an ashy conversation,
You
right?
know,
And
we got to do a little bit of healing. We want a little bit of glow. We got to take it up to another level.
just
So it was
aloe
so
vera,
fitting.
something, something to moisturize it. So I really appreciate
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I did prepare a few questions, and then of course, if you have anything else that you would just like people to know, where people can follow and connect with you, please let us know. So, what's the connection all about, and how does it help people of color and our pros and cons in your city? So Philly per se, where you're coming from, and then here in DC. So
it.
how are we looking for ways to connect? And how does it help people of color? Give us some pros about that.
Yep. So the Connect came out of a need, and the need was that professionals of color, people of color specifically, when I first found in Philadelphia, just needed a space to belong, right?
Right.
Tends to be the grid of a lot of community building organizations. But the thing about the Connect was a little different, was people were leaving Philadelphia and still are leaving Philadelphia at a commensurate rate. Like people, like every few months, I had a whole bunch of friends like, I'm moving to DC, I'm
Oh
moving to
wow.
New York, I'm moving to Atlanta, I'm moving to LA, I'm moving to all these other places. And I'm like, coming from living, being from Philly, living in DC, I understand, right? But then I'm like, all right, so let's sit down and actually break apart why, folks don't feel like they necessarily had a home here in Philadelphia, and what
Right.
we do from a programmatic standpoint to say, hey, not only do you belong here, but you can thrive here, right? You can, and that's kind of a lot of our mantra is like young, black, and
I
thriving,
love
right? How do you
that.
how do you create ecosystems of growth, both socially and professionally? And there's a few reasons why Philly, and I can, we're kind of thought leaders in the city Black planning space, but I can talk about a few reasons why Philly is developing in those senses. But we really wanted to be like, all right, cool. Here's a program, here's a community where you can tap into to not only find people that look like you, people who are similar minded. So we have our first Friday event is called Like Minded,
Oh
right?
wow.
So, and Like Minded in Philly brings out about 500 professionals every month, to connect on a litany of things. So you can connect professionally, you can connect socially. You might find your boo in
Oh,
there.
so
You might find your partner. You might find, listen,
where I at?
right? That's important. So because of that, we really wanted to be, really intentional about the ecosystem. So everything is about finding your like-minded community. Everything is about creating a thriving ecosystem. And then what we do is we take it to the city, right? So it's a city, we make it a city priority to say, hey, city of Philadelphia, you are losing your black and brown talent. Um, this is how you retain folks. People need community, people need access to capital, people need conviction. So that's our three C's: community, capital,
I
and
love
conviction, right?
that.
Believe in this city. People need to feel like they have access to the best resources so they can thrive in the city as a small business, as an individual, all these other places. And then people need to find love, right? And love, community love, romantic love, all those specific things. So this is how you do it from a programmatic standpoint. And then on a policy standpoint, we lobby the city to create policies that are more conducive to young Black and brown professional life. So that looks like, first-time homebuyer programs and, tax rebates for small businesses and all these other things for people to be like, yo, I can really like, Philly is a necessary destination for my growth
Yeah.
as opposed to somebody leaves. So that's essentially what we do. And I can get into kind of the
Yeah,
more of the weeds.
no, you hit some really good points. And then I heard you mention thriving. So that goes to my next question was, how does the Connect help people of color focus on getting access to cool opportunities and other resources?
Sure. So we say we're the nexus. Actually, our parent company is called Connexus, right? So we're the
Okay.
information that thrives in that allows you to thrive in your city, right? So
Okay.
say you're a first-time founder and you want to get connected to some venture capital, but you don't know necessarily how to get so. Well, we're developing partnerships right now where we have these convening events. Well, we can have VCs here at these convening events, specifically looking at Black and brown founders, right? Or, sometimes even our events, we have city councilmen come through, right? You can literally sit there and talk to your city councilman over a drink and be like, hey, this is what I've been thinking. Oh, this is how I implement those things, right? So we really are a conduit of information. I mean, we're always giving out giveaways,
Yeah.
tickets to events. The Connect is, we say we're Switzerland. We're just like in the middle. Like whatever you need, you come to us and we pipeline you to them.
Yes.
So is it if if you got your MBA, you want to tap in with National Black MBA, we have relationships with them. If you want to tap into the Urban League, we got relationships with them. If you want to tap into more tech folks, we have relationships with them. If you want to tap into city folks, healthcare folks, we sit in the middle to pipeline you to these opportunities, and we add that value as that connector, that convener that way. But then we also produce our own value as well. So that's primarily how we sit. But we connect people to employers, right? I'm putting out jobs every day for folks who need local opportunities, local and national opportunities as well, right? Because we can always say, I want Philly to be a hub of remote work, right? We got a lot of talented folks. So let's bring these, big remote jobs here in Philly for people to make those six-figure salaries, but don't necessarily have to leave Philly, because Philly is,
Right.
as far as cost of living on the East Coast, is the best city. All right.
I love that.
Oh,
I definitely love how you guys are the middleman and really like kind of connect people to different areas. And sometimes, as like young entrepreneurs, young creators, and people just looking for the next thing in our careers, we're always trying to like network up instead of networking across. And a lot of the times, the people that we're connected to across are the ones who can get us into the room. So, speaking of that, I wanted to know what kind of paths does the Connect create for young people of color trying to get different jobs and get into their careers? Like, what resources or other avenues do you guys have? Are there mentorship programs? Are there programs where you can sit in and listen to people giving one-on-ones? What does that look like?
so before I get into that, you hit the nail right on the head when you say network across. I used to be a part of other organizations that were mainly focused on networking up, and
Hmm.
our age group, I said, yo, I gotta build with the people next to me, right? Like,
Absolutely.
a networking org, and you think, oh, somebody's just gonna hand you a job. Does that happen sometimes? Yeah, but is that really gonna happen? No.
Right.
More likely to happen is you're gonna find somebody who's also on the same grind and is working towards something. You can be like, oh, yo, let me connect with you afterward and
Yeah.
something together, really. And then as you build your own cohort together, you add that much more value, right?
Yeah.
But that's what we say, like-minded, right? It's just like bringing those folks together. How do we kind of to build those pipelines? So we have employer partnerships.
Okay.
We have we have a B2C, a B to small b, a B to large b, and a B to government model.
Okay.
um but our B to kind of large B and a B to small b is really connecting folks to those opportunities. We also have a partnership right now with Diverse Force, which is a HR talent solutions firm in Philly, that a really close friend and a mentor of mine owns, that has an AI accelerator. Right, so they're making sure that Black and brown folks don't get left behind in
Mm.
this AI. So they're teaching folks how not only to use ChatGPT, but Sora and, Jasper and all these other platforms that will allow you to 10x and 100x your productivity and
Right.
make it that much more attractive to employers, right? So not only do we, do the pipelining stuff, but we're also doing some of the career development stuff,
Right.
really, and in person, right? So we'll always have, panel discussions. We had something in February called the Black Legacy Summit.
Oh, nice.
Not, I didn't want to just have panels. Panels are cool, but panels be like, yeah, so mindset, grit, all this other stuff. That's cool,
Right.
but
But like, can you give me something?
I actually need to do, right? So
Exactly.
instead of that, we had breakout sections. So
Awesome.
we have folks coming in giving an hour or half an hour course of what they actually do on the nitty gritty, and this is what it looks like. And I'm like, so the Connect, we're very value forward. We're not just going to sit around and just tell you to be, have mindset, even though mindset's super important. But here
Mhm.
are the steps for you to get there. And if you need, additional guidance and mentorship, we're here for that as well. Right now, we're working with organizations to look at a citywide mentorship program, right? From senior professionals to mid-level professionals, from college students to high school students, right? Kind of a trickle-down mentoring program.
Okay.
There's something that we're looking to build in that as well, right? So we're really, as far as creating a comprehensive and robust program that feeds every need of the Black and brown professional, that's what we're looking into. And, we're taking this model and we're applying it to other cities, right? Every city is different. So we have the
Right.
Connect PHLs, our home, our baby. But then, we're starting a chapter in DC. We have
Nice.
started.
Okay. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
So when it comes to these different chapters, these areas and other people, do you have any cool stories on how the Connect really help people get into their careers?
Mm. So I mean, the Connect, to be honest, Connect can change people's lives. Like people have found their friends. People have and have not moved to other cities because of that. People have found their significant others, and have been dating for quite some time. But then also, yes, in their career journey, we match folks to find specific careers, both in the public sector and in the private sector as well.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think of a specific case study. We've even helped somebody get their second house, right?
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Connecting them to the right realtor who had the understanding of how to navigate NACA and all these other programs. And there's just so much going on at any point in time. But and I mean, and the beauty of it is that we have our network inherently also has value, right? So
Right.
so if there's something that we can't do, someone in our network knows how to do it. So
Right.
and almost like an agency to be like, hey, I want to employ you to help this organization do this,
Right.
right? And you can do this through the Connect, right? So not only are we helping people get jobs, but even on a contract basis. Um, if you have this specific skill set, if you're a project manager, or if you are, if you're a graphic design, if you're X, Y, and Z, and if we have, clients that are like, hey, we need this, we can also do that as well. We can funnel people on a contractual basis to be like, hey, you need some extra dollars in your pocket, boom, you can do that
Right.
way. Mhm.
So when you're talking about these jobs and kind of networking across and finding these plugs where to get people in the right categories, the right industries and all those cool things, how does the Connect help people learn new job skills?
Mhm.
So what if it's something new, something different that they're trying to do that may not be in their field? So for example, I know a lot of people who are trying to transition from out of their normal regular jobs into tech. So what are some ways that people are developing those new skills?
And I'm going to go back to the AI accelerator I was talking about before. So we even look at, you know, tech. You can have your skill set and be tech enabled, or you can go into a tech job, right? Or
Okay.
you can work for a tech company, or you can work for a company that does tech, right? So you can like work for a bank that has a tech component, or
Mm.
for a Facebook, or you can just be a project manager that understands the tech stack really well.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It gets,
yeah, it's
but
levels. Yeah.
we but we help folks along this way. So with this AI accelerator that we partnered on, we're allowing folks to take what they do and use tech to make it 1,000 times better, right? And then once they go through the program, we're helping people get those jobs to say, hey, they've been trained in this specific tech stack that a lot of people are still very new to, or these haven't even caught up to understand why they need to be using X, Y, and Z. We're also creating programs right now and courses right now to help job seekers use AI to find their job more efficiently.
Yeah.
There was a platform back when I was looking for a job that I was using AI that was applying for my job
Oh,
automatically.
wow.
Like I just put in my resume, I put in the types of roles I was looking for, and every day,
The keywords.
yeah, they were just like, cool, apply for this, apply for this. So I'm getting stuff from recruiters and I haven't looked at it in 2 weeks, right?
Right.
There's technology that exists right now. So how are we employing everyday people, because we're industry agnostic across all industries? So everybody in every industry can be increased by tech
Yeah.
and by automation. So how do we just make you a better you? We're using tech to make you a better you.
Yeah.
And then, even if you do need a tech job, we have those plugs as well,
Yeah.
right? In Philly, there's a shout out to Trabaja. In Philly, they have a conference called Diversitech.
Okay.
Partnering with them. Philly Tech Week is literally May 3rd. No, May 3rd? Yeah, May 3rd through May 7th. We're partnering with them. I'm actually on the board of one of the organizations that are
Oh,
partnered
that's awesome.
there as well. So again, we're not only helping people through our networks to get those jobs, but we're empowering people with their existing skill set to be tech enabled so they can get those jobs and exceed in those jobs that much more quickly.
Awesome. No, that's really good. And speaking of that, as you're transitioning and people are moving to different cities, I do want to give a little bit of time for people who have questions in the chat, which I have one that kind of correlates to one of the questions I have. So this gentleman said, I'm trying to escape Indianapolis. I've been here all of my life and I am now 32. Do you have any way to help people trying to move to and thrive in these top Black cities?
Yeah. I mean, so we all look for these cities because we're looking for those same things, right? We're looking for community. We're looking for, access to resources. We're looking for a reason to actually belong. So what we're doing at the Connect, right? We have our top Black cities: DC, Atlanta, New York, LA, Charlotte, like these places that we go. The problem is there are folks like my man over in Indiana where the Black population isn't as not only robust but like active, right?
Yeah.
So, place for me to put a Connect chapter to be like, okay, boom, here's how you start being super intentional about curating this space. And then, here's how you pipeline opportunities. So one, let's talk about setting up a Connect chapter. We can do that. But then also, if you want best practices moving to other cities, one, tap into a community, right? So you want to tap into a community and not, I always want to tap into a Black community because
Right.
that's what I do. But at the
Right.
time, it's like tap into a community of your interests,
True.
right? So find the people that like to do the things that you like to do
Right.
and hang out with. And just be super, super intentional about what you actually want.
Yeah.
Are you looking for romantic opportunities? Then do some romantic stuff, right? Go to speed dating, go to this other stuff. If you're looking for professional opportunities, have a whole LinkedIn strategy, put yourself out there,
Right.
person, whatever. If you're just looking for social and friend opportunities, do go to find events kind of like Are Like Minded or things that are networking ish, but not performative. Like Are Like Minded is not performing. You come through, you can dress how you want to dress. I'm always gonna be in a suit because like that's the stuff, that's
You
what I
dress
wear.
you dress
But
the part.
that's what I do. But but other people, can dress how you want to dress. We say come as you like to be remembered.
Right.
So
The first impression.
exactly. So yeah, find your vibe essentially, and actively search for your vibe, and you will find
Yeah.
your tribe.
Yes, I love that. So that's really, really good. I know we only have about 5 minutes left because we could talk about this all day because this is my kind of lane as well. So I kind of want to know, Do you have any success stories? One. Two, what are some other things coming up with the Connect that people can stay tuned? How do we subscribe? How do we check in? How do we just follow everything that you got going on for events for those who are looking to communicate and
Sure.
get into some sense of community?
Sure. I mean, there's a bunch of success stories. I mean, we get success stories all the time, and I love going to these like-mindeds. Like again, the like-mindeds that we have in Philly we sell about like 500 tickets. We tend to have like 300 to 400 people every time, and that's every first Friday, right?
Right.
And talk to people who are either new to the city or been to the city like for 12, 15 years, and like I'm looking for an environment like this, right? Like I need to find people who are on a similar mission to
Right.
me. um and we get those all the time. I mean, it's the people that say, hey, like I was about to leave the city, but I decided not to because this is what I've been looking for. Or someone actually on our team actually just moved back from LA, and she said, thank you for this opportunity because this has been the most fulfilling work that I've done. um I haven't, I came back from LA and I was like, what am I doing here? Like, right? So really, and like I said, in the Connect, we really want to tap into purposeful connection, meaningful
Yeah.
connection, meaningful work. So you can find us in Philly, Connect PHL, in DC, the Connect DC. And we're going to be popping up with chapters. We're planning to have about 5 chapters by the end of 2024 and more
Nice.
there. So yes, I was in South by Southwest in Austin, looking to set up an Austin chapter.
Nice.
Jersey one popping up soon, and some other places, Pittsburgh, X, Y, and Z. So it's funny. I'm actually in PG right now, but so we're really working because we really are on this mission to be like, how do we make Black and brown folks feel like they belong, right?
Yes, community.
Community, belonging,
Exactly.
all the things. Um,
Exactly.
so you can tap into our website, www.theconnect.pro, pro like professional. So that has most of our information. It's very Philly based right now, but we're going to change it to kind of a more general.
Okay.
But yeah, Connect PHL on Instagram, connect.pro, the Connect DC. We're also on LinkedIn, and then space Connect. That's our company page. You also can tap in with me. Senzua is not that many
It's
Senzuas out there. So if you see
not very
the
unique.
the struggle goatee, you're gonna find them.
Yes.
So I'm trying to think who else. And then yeah, I mean, you know, come out to Philly. We'd love to host you all. Like I said, we're also in DC every first Thursday. Not third
The
Thursday, I'm
third
sorry. Every
Thursday.
so we actually recently just had one at Mr. Braxton last week. Um,
Okay.
so and yeah, just continue to follow us. You'll see a lot more of us very soon. We're gonna be kind of running around and just really pushing this mission. And I know you all have an event in Philly coming up,
Yes, I
right?
was going to plug that in. So we do have Culture and Cocktails happening April 26th. So please, please, please get your tickets. It is in the bio of Official Melanin Con, and it will be at Reef Restaurant and Lounge. Again, Friday, April 26th at 7 p.m. in Philly. So hopefully you guys can start connecting with the DC and Philly people just to start exchanging contact information. You never know who knows who and who is in the room. So again, I just want to stop and say thank you, thank you, thank you, Senswell, for jumping in on the call with us today for Cocoa Butter Conversations. We do appreciate all that you're doing in the community, and we're looking forward to all that you're going to do to continue to help grow our Black and brown people and other people of color. So we do thank you for that, and we hope to see you at some future Melanin Con events. I am your host, Khadijah Corey, the PG Princess. I need y'all to lock in with the both of us, connect with people across and not just upwards, so that way we can learn and grow together. This is a unique platform that inspires all Black and brown people to just really get out there, entrepreneurship wise, tech wise, government wise, whatever field that you're in, so we can really branch out and help each other win. Thank you so much for your time. I really hope you enjoyed your time, and I hope to meet you in person one day.
Yeah, I'm gonna come to the event on Thursday.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. We will see you at the next Cocoa Butter Conversation.
Absolutely. Thank you,
You're
Khadijah.
welcome. Have a
All
good one.
right, you too.